Okay, hello everyone. I'm Mrs. Hema Sagar Kumbar, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Engineering, PICT Pune. So welcome to the video series lecture related to the database management system, and in this video we are going to discuss about the first normal form. In the previous video, we have discussed about the normalization concept. We have seen what is normalization, why there is a need of the normalization, and what are the problems if if we don't have the normalization present in our database, and how to convert our normalization into the normalized database. That also we have discussed, and what are the process to convert that particular relation into the normalized relation. So this is the in continuation with that video, we are going to discuss about the first normal form. So first normal form is basically related to the values of the attributes which are present in the relation, the values which are present or associated to two particular attributes. So if all the attributes of the table contains only atomic values and all the values which are of the same domain, then we can say that the table is in the first normal form. So what is atomic values means? The atomic values means indivisible values. I should not be able to divide that particular values in further subdomains or subvalues, or subdomains and subvalues. Only one value should be associated to that particular attribute, and that should be of same domains in the sense of the values should be of same domain, like it should have only integer values, or it should have only string values or the character values. It should not have the combination of this. So in other words, we can say that if the attributes values are multi-value data items, multi-values means like it should have more than one values, and or the composite attributes. Composite attributes, it means multiple values, like for example the address. So if the attributes values are multi-valued, the values which are associated to that particular attribute is more than one values, the relation is cannot be said to be the first normal form. So what we have to do, we have to convert our that particular relation into that particular relation which does not have those kind of multi-values attributes and the composite attributes. Now let us take the example of a table which is not in the 1NF, which violates the rule of the 1NF. So I do have one relation table which contains the information of the employees. One is employee ID, employee name, phone number, and the address. So employee ID like 101, 102, and 103. So these are the atomic values. I cannot divide these values into another smaller attributes. Like in this case also, employee name, the name is associated with that particular employee. Another attribute is called as a phone number, and which does have multiple values like first phone number, second phone number. So this is the example of a multi-valued attribute. The next attribute I do have a address. So address, for the address field, again there is one, first is the city and second one is a pin code number. So I can divide easily this attribute into the number of smaller attribute. So the relation which is said to be in 1NF should not contain such a multi-valued attributes and the composite attributes. So in order to convert this table into 1NF, we have to first eliminate those multi-valued and the composite attributes. So what we are going to do, we are going to create a separate rows for the multi-valued attributes. So these are the multi-valued attributes. So we'll create a separate row for the first phone number and another row for the second phone number. Likewise, create a separate row for each multi-valued attribute values. Similarly, create the separate columns for the composite attribute. So like for this example, address is our composite attributes, in which I do have address field, in which I do have city, and second one is the pin code. So what I will do, I will create a separate column for this. So one column will be of city, name of the city, and second column will be of the name, the pin code number. So in this case, I'll be able to convert this table which is not in the 1NF easily into the table which will be in the first NF, which does not have a multi-valued attributes and the composite attributes. So what will ensure this? Key attributes contain only atomic values and which will be fulfilling the requirements of the 1NF. So the previous example we have discussed that is not in the 1NF. So this is the complete example which has been converted that particular example into the 1NF. So what we have done, we have created the separate entries for the phone number. So as in the previous case, we have for this Soham Joshi, I do have two phone numbers. So for this one first value of the phone number, I have created a separate row, and second value I have created another row. And the address, I do have some kind of composite attribute. So I have created the city as one column and postal code as a second column. So in this way I can easily convert the table into the first normal form, so which does not have a multi-valued attributes and the composite attributes. So this one is the exercise for you to create convert the table which is not in the 1NF, and you are supposed to convert into the table which will be in the 1NF. Thank you. See you in the next video.